Okay, folks, welcome to a surprise extra episode of Mo's Cowbell. More cowbell. More cowbell. More cowbell. Mo's Cowbell. You thought it was all over, but it's not. I have to thank you for whoever it was the 1,000th subscriber. I have more than 1,000 subscribers now, so this is some sort of milestone as far as me as a YouTuber. I remember in 2017 when I started doing this for the first time, telling my students that this is where you make it, is when you get 1,000 subscribers. It's like having a hit record for your show. So thank you for that. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was the wine bar, which was I guess I started showing you that a while back, a couple episodes ago, and the wine bar, the outside of the wine bar is finished, so we have a little drone footage of you can see how it looks now that it's almost completed. The inside is also completed except for the painting and the floor. So, and then after that we have to get some wine and put it in there because it's got to have wine if it's a wine bar, right? We had a tropical storm in Long Island and another tree came down on the house exactly where this, in the exact same spot, different tree, a tree that was 30 feet away from the other tree, but it fell on the same spot on the house. So all the patches and all of the repairs that we made, it smashed right through all the new work. So that's something that has to be fixed. So we had some neighbors come over with their chainsaws and they sawed up. Actually, it was two trees. One missed the house and the other hit the house. So they sawed up both trees. Now we have a whole other ton of logs. You know, we just about, well, we're about 2/3 of the way through the wood from Sandy. We have a little fire pit there that's, you know, that we can burn stuff, and so have a nice little fire. And you know, once it gets a little cooler, we'll be doing that. Bugs will go away, and we'll be able to have fires outside by the wine bar. So I don't know if you've seen it. Maybe you'll see it in the picture. You can see the fire pit. Another thing that happened was that I have been recording with the Dictators. We've just now just about finished the vocals and almost ready to mix. Well, not quite ready because Ross has to do some more guitar parts. So once that happens, we'll be able to start completing this thing. The plan is to release the songs one at a time. We have 4 songs that we recorded. So, and this is stage 1 of the new Dictators record. We'll be releasing each one of those songs on a monthly basis once we have the first one done. So, and I'm making more videos for the Reimaginos record. I have one video that I've done that's kind of an overview of the whole thing, and going to have some other like behind the scenes, behind the music videos that I'll have other people help me with. We have David Hirschberg, who's going to be over here later this weekend to talk about his contribution to this record. And we have RJ Ronquillo, who's going to be talking about his contribution to the record, and maybe some of the other people, maybe even some original people from the original recording of Imaginos, talking about their contribution in that first version. Also, I spent a little bit of time in my shop working on this guitar, which I played in the last episode. It's a I guess you'd call it a parallel universe Telemaster. It's a Telecaster with a Jazzmaster body. It has the Telecaster bridge, a string through, just like a Telecaster. Sounds quite a bit like a Telecaster, but I found that it's a Squier. It's not a Fender. It's not an official Fender. It's a Squier. But I found that I didn't like the original tuning pegs. They didn't stay in tune very well. And one thing that they always say about Squiers is that the tuners are not the best. You know, they save money on the tuners. So these tuners that I put on it, I did not actually buy. I have a Jeff Sen Model 1 baritone guitar. And that guitar has a vibrato, which I actually use a lot. I played that guitar on two leads on Imaginos, and for both leads I used the whammy bar a lot. So I like to have locking tuners for a whammy bar. So I'd taken off the original Jeff Sen tuners. They're Fender style. They look just like Fender tuners. So these tuners look almost exactly like the ones that I replaced, but they work much better. They stay in tune very well. I also replaced the bridge pickup here with a Rio Grande Telecaster pickup, Dirty Harry, Rio Grande Dirty Harry Tele pickup, so it has a little bit more output. The original one did not sound, it didn't sound that thick. It sounded kind of thin. I mean, one of the things that I discovered about this is that unlike a regular Tele, the scale is a 24.5-inch scale, like a Gibson or like an acoustic guitar. It is not the 25.25 scale like a regular Fender. So this is, even though it has a Tele neck, it's the scale of a Jazzmaster. So it really is a parallel universe Telecaster or whatever, parallel universe Squier. But I find it quite nice, actually. That's both pickups. And then just the bridge, it's just the neck. It's still pretty twangy, very twangy actually. So, but that's the nature of this guitar. That's with all the tone rolled off. That's all I wanted to do was thank you for subscribing and watching my channel, and we'll see you next time. Okay.